This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are on a sacred quest. A very sacred quest. You see, let's talk about CGB problems, guys. I've had this quest, the 750 gold quest, for 3 days, and if I don't complete it today, well, I'm going to miss out on value, because there's going to be a quest tomorrow that's not going to be able to fill this spot. Yes, I play Magic every day. I create hours of content for the YouTube. I create content for Twitch. And no, in 3 days I have not been able to cast 40 creature spells. Shame. Control Mage detected. Yeah, so today we're going to try to clear out these beautiful 750 quests. Have you ever seen 3 750s? I know I haven't. But we're going to clear out these quests. This is 30 green or blue. This is 30 red or green. You can see why I wasn't able to clear these quests, guys. And we're going to clear it out with a deck that does all of the above. Mono green. The mono green deck I think I would play in best of 1. This deck is probably not going to surprise anybody or light the world on fire with its brilliant inclusions. The main difference from other green decks, I guess, would be that I'm on 3 Great Henges, 3 Primal Knights, and 2 Yorvos to make it more likely to cast the Great Henge, because I think that's the card if you can play it against rogues. And you need more of these 3-mana mega bodies that can play the Great Henge, because rogues is going to kill a bunch of them. And it's also good against Heartless Act. I think Yorvo's an alright card right now. It's just legendary, so I don't want to play too many. The rest of this you've probably seen. The card I don't like in the deck the most is Stonecoil Serpent, because of the current rampantness of Skyclave Apparition, which exiles this and really punishes the card. I'm not sad about that. Skyclave is my jam, but when I'm playing green, it's not fun. However, I still think Stonecoil Serpent is necessary. The early 1 and 2 drops aren't that good. This fills the curve nicely and is still the Mega Wombo combo with Gemrazor, who is, without question, in my opinion, one of the cards in the deck that needs to be good for you to want to play the deck. Let me explain. When there are enchantments and artifacts to destroy, or if the opponent just can't deal with a big trample-y threat, then Gemrazor is a really good card. When those things aren't present, this whole deck becomes much more anemic, because you have cards in the deck that are really only good with the threat of Gemrazor. Cards like Stonecoil Serpent, Swarm Shambler, Ram Through, Yorvo, arguably, like all of these are significantly better in a Gemrazor deck, but when Gemrazor itself isn't good because it's just getting killed by instant speed removal, then all these cards are a little bit worse, which tones down the power level of mono green. Are we in that meta? Is that the meta that we live in? I still think there are a lot of good targets for Gemrazor, and I'm pretty happy to be running it. The opponent's Henge, Embercleave, Annex Hardened in the Forge, Stonecoil Serpents from the opponent, Glass Casket, Maze Mind Tome. I still think that Gemrazor can be a very strong player in the meta, and this is a very strong Great Henge deck. So, while I don't play aggro often, I do think if you're poking around for an aggro list for the best of 1 for the Arena Open, this one deserves a little bit of attention. So, on that note, let's dive in. Let the mono green nonsense begin. On the play, Love Struck, yeah, Ooze. Let's give it a shot. Henge would be nice. All the land would be nice. It's kind of a 3-lander. I don't know. We'll have that decision to make next turn, whether or not we're a 2-lander or a 3-lander, if this Mammoth is going to get cast. It really depends on if we draw land. Thieves Guild Enforcer? Yeah. So, we could have Ram Through open and kill it right away, but that's not a great use of Ram Through. I think we're going to need this mana. Let's go ahead and throw an attack at the opponent. Okay, they don't have Thieves Guild. I think I'll play the 1/1 Serpent to make the Lovestruck Beast better. And play the tapped Mammoth, so that I definitely get to 5/5 next turn. With 2 1/1s, it's harder to stop the beast from attacking. Of course, the opponent might just kill the beast. Chosen from Death. Come on, Gemrazor. So much screaming. Come on, Gemrazor. Also, we have to fight over the graveyard now. Temerett versus Ooze. Ooze is much more flexible. Might win that fight. This looks like Mono Black Devotion. That's one I haven't seen. A name I haven't heard in some time. Alright. Big decision. Do we just questing beast here? Grey Merchant is still a little ways away. We don't have a trample threat yet for Ram Through, and we could still draw into Gemrazor. Mammoth is pretty strong too, but we're not likely to hit a land drop for sure after this turn. Let's just crank up the pressure. Make the opponent worry about removing our stuff. Means it's harder for them to add to the board. Means their Grey Merchants aren't great. So, yep, here's Temerett taking one for the team. Wow. But I think the opponent planned to sacrifice it to a Yara and then realized they could not. So now we're going to sit back on that play, take 9 on the nose. And this is a big turn. Can the opponent kill something? Hateful Eidolon. So do they have enchantment removal spells? Deadweight, Mire's Grasp? And what do you cast them on? The Stone Coil. Okay. Stone Coil victimized yet again. I don't think I have a lethal. Drawing Gemrazor, I don't think will do it. Another Serpent. So we send the attack. Temerett blocks here. We can use Ram Through to then kill the Ayara so the Temerett will die. They'll sacrifice, draw a card. They might have an Eidolon left over. It's not terrible. Let's go. Aggro CGB, best CGB? Absolutely not. Don't spread that heresy. Oh, we are sacrificing. Okay. Well, no need to use the Ram Through trick there then. We can save it. Ooze. If the opponent puts a Mire's Grasp on it, we can eat the cards in the graveyard. Was I supposed to play this tapped? Ooh, I think I was. Too much thinking. I got focused on needing more creatures. Alright. It's not fun. Let's see what they'd want to target. Target creature you don't control. So I can't kill my own creature in response to an aura here to keep the opponent from drawing. Although keeping them from drawing probably shouldn't be the priority. Probably not. Oh, they're reaching for the 1/1. Okay. So, if they're not trying to dead weight, we should kill one of the Eidolons, right? The Ayara might want to tap to sacrifice it, but it can't. I think if we kill an Eidolon here, that's a good play. One less card drawn. If the opponent uses the Ayara here, I think they're really close to death. And they end up chumping with the other one. Wow, they did. They're guessing the beast won't attack, but we have the Stone Coil. And we drew the castle. That's pretty fortunate. Time to block. Alright, let's deal some damage. I don't think I play the Mammoth here. I think I pump and hit as hard as I can with the Ooze, because the graveyard for the opponent is pretty key. Let's see, they're going up to 10. This is 8. Do I have 2 more creatures? I don't. Opponent's going to 1. That wasn't what I meant to target, but, well, it'll have to do. I'd prefer to have targeted one of the grasps. Give myself a little misclick moment. Can the opponent get out of it from 1 life and a full grip? What was that sound? Still nothing that can block the Questing Beast yet. Questing Beast doing a number this game. Demonic Embrace. Okay. Okay. Has lifelink. Is that good enough? Not anymore. Gem Razor. Raisin Gems. Oh, Shuffler. Oh, hand smoothing algorithm. Don't tell me you looked at 3 hands and this was the best one with the greatest mana ratio. Lies. We'll keep. So, Pink Floyd. I'm a fan of their work, but I recall I've played this person before and made this joke before. I'm about 80% sure they're on mono red. Let's see. If so, they've been playing mono red for at least 3 months, because I think that's the last time I played against Pink Floyd. But we will, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Rimrock Knight, because if it was a shock, I think it would have been cast. Robber of the Rich. You want to attack? Could trade with the Shambler right now, but Shambler and Gem Razor is actually a pretty strong combo. So I'm not going to. It's possible I should just slam the Razor, but I mean, Lovestruck Beast is so good and the Razor can eat an Annex, so we'll wait another turn. I mean, where are you going now? Okay, this is making me really happy. I'm not much of an aggro mage, but when you have an aggro that gets to slap around mono red, like, that's called the best. That's just being the best. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy right now. Take 11. They do. Yes. Whee! What? Big green deck, do big green creature things, smash small creatures. Ember Cleave. Bro, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares about your Ember Cleave. Slow, pathetic, weakness. This is a glitch. Let's cover it really quick because every single video that the glitch happens are comments. So somebody out there needs to hear this. If you concede in the middle of damage being dealt, there's a visual bug that makes it look like twice as much damage was dealt. I am not at 3. I'm at like 9, I think, or something like that. It's a glitch. It's okay. You can still comment if you want to, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I have no idea if I'm supposed to keep this hand, but it has Henge and Lovestruck Beast, so I'm doing it. I'm freaking doing it. You can't stop me. I wanna play the Great Henge. That's like the green card that feels like a blue card to me. It has draw a card on it. I want to draw the cards. It's the only thing I like about mono green. And every single time I play it, I swear I'm never going to play mono green again, because I end up either never casting the henge, or when I do cast it, I never draw another creature. So we're doing it. End of story. Alright, deck. Feed me up a 1-drop or a 2-drop for this curve. Being on the draw in this state is sad. Liar Triton hitting Woe Strider with Weaponize the Monsters. Saucy. Death Touch creature. Very obnoxious. Let's be aggressive. I'm trading 1 damage for 2, which is generally not good, but I have a feeling I need to be the aggressive deck here. Alright, no Woe Striders, no Claim the Firstborns. I think it's an obvious Claim the Firstborn deck if they have a Woe Strider in there. Oh yeah, and Weaponize the Monsters, a bit of a giveaway. They get it back right away, they have Claim. Alright, so they have Claim. What do we do? It messes up our henge play for sure. We can't mutate the Gem Razor because this is a human. What do we do? Well, they don't have a 1/1, so if they steal the beast, they can't attack with it. Yet. We'll make them figure that out. Maybe they can, maybe they can't, but we've got to get through the removal spell, and they have to do something about it because there's a henge. But if they have a 1/1 and a claim, this game is... It was never going to go our way. It is a done deal. Mm-hmm. Trying to save their Triton, too. Okay. Red-black sacrifice, alive and kicking. Nice. Nice draw, too. Careless celebrant. Not mono-red, though. Let's make a Heart's Desire. Does the opponent have another claim? Sometimes they do. I'm trying to figure out if I need to keep holding this mammoth. The thing with the mammoth is I'd probably have to chump it if they have another claim. But it's only good when I have a land to play, and I might not after next turn, so we'll go for it. Alright, I wish they still played Witch's Oven. Rah! Gem Razor. Instead, they have this Death Touch Menace 3/2 that comes back from the graveyard. Ugh. Gross. But if we get the henge down, we should be fine. So this is a key turn. Will our mammoth survive? Or did the opponent double claim us? Or have some other removal spell? Epic. I think it's just this. If we block this, they get to deal 2 damage to this, so if they have a Bone Crusher, it dies. The other option is that we could double block the Strider to get rid of the Death Touch Menaceness, but I think we let that go. Really need Scavenging Ooze. That is a card for the matchup. Eat those escape creatures, keep the opponent from using Call of the Death Dweller. I'm sure that they also run the card that makes a 5/5 demon. Archfiend's Vessel, that's the one. Kroxa is a possibility. say go. It's a beautiful sight. Makes 5/5. Makes henge. Please don't have a way to kill my henge. Please. I'm begging you. Oh! Dance. I've made that mistake so many times. I've made that mistake of letting the opponent untap with the creature when I have instant speed removal, and then they henge me. I've done that a number of times, but I'm still gonna dance at them. I am shameless. Let's hold back the 1/1. I'll trade it with the Celebrant now. I know I need a 1/1 to attack with the Beast, but I also don't know if I can really get aggressive. The opponent with another Heartless Act here, I think. Oh yeah, the Bone Crusher. We talked about that last turn. That makes sense. Primal Might looking fierce, but this thing's Death Touch is really going to wear on us. Fortunately, now we're gaining 2 life a turn, though. We can just grind it out. The opponent, I don't know that they had to play Bone Crusher there and kill the 1/1 because they had Careless Celebrant Bone Crusher, which can deal 4 damage to a target, but they did. It is what it is. Let's bring out the elephant. The elephant in the room. The mammoth. It is a creature type elephant. Shut up. I know what I'm doing. Alright, we're gonna go in for a Gem Razor, no mutate. Go wide. And then we're going in for a Stone Coil as well. Lovey-dovey. The opponent with the trigger on the stack can sacrifice the Celebrant to kill the Stone Coil Serpent. Let's see if they do. They do not. Okay, good turn. We've got the beef. Now this is where I actually enjoy mono green because I have the henge, so like the long game plan is very doable. We can try to make the opponent play a really long game of Magic and just gum up the board and worry about attacking them to death when the Primal Might and the Ram Throughs are out of control. Awakening for the 5/5. We have reach. We have a few instances of reach. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we can Primal Might too. Will the opponent attack with this Woe Strider? They can get it back if they have another land. The fact that they didn't shows how afraid they are. They really don't want to lose that card. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is very fun. We can play 2 Gem Razors. We can play 1/2 a Lovestruck Beast and the other, and a Gem Razor and a Shambler. We can throw in a Primal Might on the 5/5 if we care. I'm not even sure I care. Let's start with the Shambler. Since everything has a counter now, we get insects every time something gets targeted by a spell, not an ability. Gem Razors. Dear Lord. We can also mutate them and not draw cards. But what's the fun in that? The answer is there's no fun in that, and I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to put it on the Stone Coil Serpent, then we're going to Primal Might the 5/5. And we're going to start looking for attacks, but the opponent doesn't want any more, and I understand why. It's a curve. We will keep it. I'm worried about them being a reactive deck, but there's no Yorion, so should be a creature-on-creature fight. In which case, Swarm Shambler and Yorvo can be really big. Oh, it's on. Good draw. Much better to pump the Swarm Shambler here. Alright, let's play the Yorvo, because the Lovestruck Beast can grow the Yorvo. Unfortunately, it's a giveaway that we don't have a henge, which is sad. Also, we could attack with Shambler here. Let's do that first. There might be a Wildborn Preserver. Something worth ramming. Let's go, Yorv. Let's get big. It's a matchup of big green mages. And we are on the play, so we have to be the aggressor. It is our destiny. It's too bad I can't play Lovestruck Beast, grow this to a 5/5, and then Primal Might. I mean, I could, but they would trade, which is not what we want. We could go max aggression here with a Primal Might and a Ram Through, just so that this can't be chump blocked either. But I think the right play to diversify the threats is to do a large Ram Through with... No, it's not enough, right? This would only be 5. And it's or I'm saying Ram Through, I mean a Primal Might. This is a tricky one. But I think we need to kill the beast because they might have a henge. Which means we're playing this, which means we're not playing anything else, which means we may as well pump it to the moon. Actually, we'll just do it for 1. No, we have to do it for more than 1. I was going to say hold up Ram Through. We'll grow the Shambler. That's what we'll do with our other mana. Size matters. 1, 2, that's 6. Wait, then I still can't attack. Alright, we have to do it for 3. I can't attack because the 1/1 could block and kill the Yorvo. That play was more straightforward than I made it out to be, but I did find it. A little credit. As a non-aggro mage, for some reason one of the cards I mess up the most is Primal Might. I just don't play many fight spells ever in my Magic career. No limited. Cost of being the 1 in this kind of best of 1. Throw this bigger. Ram this elephant. If they don't have creatures and I have creatures, that means I'm winning, right? Okay, a nut for the second time this video. It's a bug. Guys, it's a bug. Don't panic. I did not just deal all that damage in 1 turn. It's a bug. You don't have to panic out there, I promise you. Leave me a comment if you're panicking. That's a... Can I just take that back? Editor? Can you just remove that? Thanks. We're on the edge of top 100 with mono green, and then we get this hand against Lurrus, which I think is just too bad. 2 Yorvos doesn't really do it. No turn 1 or turn 2 play. And then we get this kind of a 1-lander, sort of a 2-lander. Ugh. I have to keep it, I think. Because if we draw a few lands, it's a good hand. I think I have to put back the Questing Beast because we're not going to get there, and I think I have to keep the Great Henge because it's one of our only ways back in the game. This looks like Doom, to be honest. I don't know that I can win. I can vision a world where it works out, where I just draw the land, the Mammoth goes unanswered, or the Ooze gets to eat a lot of graveyard. So the fact that it has a shot means we keep it, but I think this is very bad, without question. Cycling. Not what I expected. Not good either, but we have Ooze. Ooze is pretty okay. And we have Ram Through, but this will be a 3/3. If we draw land off the top, Primal Might, we can take it out. Man, I do not want to lose on the mulligan to cycling. It makes me so angry. Uh-huh. And they're 2 non-creatures that they get to use right away. No blocks. We need the land. Good magic. Alright. I have to make this play, and it's horrible. So I could still go runner, land, beast, then land, henge. So that's why we're still here. Come on, man. Come on. Did they need a god draw too? Nah. Nah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. This is a good Gem Raiser hand. Henge off the top will be amazing. It's on the draw, no removal, but it's a good curve, which I don't think you need removal in this deck like you need it in other decks like Yorion. If you make a good battlefield, sometimes that just... It's called virtual card advantage. When your creatures are bigger than the opponent's, so their creatures can't do anything, you effectively remove them without having to remove them. Big brain. Let's get the Swarmy down. I think next turn I'm probably going to Heart's Desire and grow the Shambler rather than run out the Ooze to get killed. Ooh, I could play this and then Soaring Thought Thief. I can prevent the damage. And then I have Gem Raiser. I can throw the Gem Raiser on it. But there's a lot of bad that can come of that. The other option is to grow this Shambler. I'm going to go with that. I'm gonna play out this little guy. Can block the Thought Thief. And then we can put a Gem Raiser on it, and then Thought Thief can't really attack. And if they have Heartless Act, that doesn't kill it. And if they have Drown in the lock, that doesn't kill it. That's pretty good. They have two of them. Alright, this is going to be a big test. Can they kill this? Come at me, bro. Boo! Cheats! Ah, what a cheater. It's rogues. They always have it, right? That's the thing with rogues. They never lack whatever it is. Whatever it is, they have Drown in the lock for sure, right? Alright, so if they have Drown in the lock for sure, can we play around it? Can we find a way? I don't think so. I think we just have to go for the same play again. Now we could just go for this as a 4/4, and if they counter that, we still have Gem Raiser to mutate later. Or we could play this as a 1/1, and then put the Gem Raiser on it again. They can't drown it. They can counter it with the Drown. I think we still go for the 1/1. Because if we play this as a 4/4 and it gets bounced, I guess that it's kind of the same thing, right? Well, if we go for the 1/1, we can still make other plays. How about 3? If we go for a 3, we can also still grow the Shambler at least. Opponent's game is perfect. Confirmed, actually. Alright, so we still have Gem Raiser. If we draw a land, we can mutate the Gem Raiser onto the Shambler. We can ram through, kill one of the thieves. Good. And we'll see which perfect card the opponent has for us next. Okay. That's fun. I still just like, I can't believe all the things. They have all the things. That is a bit of a blowout for sure. So we could kill this with the ram through, but then we still have to survive next turn, which I don't think I can do anyway now, can I? Well, I guess I can block a thief, ram a thief. Then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, still dead. So the attacks with the 1/1s are actually going to be the death of me here, unfortunately. I didn't play around the Thieves Guild Enforcer. I could have. It just didn't seem like they had it. Oh, they're not playing the Brazen Borrower. I think they just had lethal there and missed it. But, you know, draw 8 is a different, probably correct lethal. Can't really block here. If they had Drown in the Lock, they would have played it. So maybe they drew garbage? So I think I made a mistake that was really like low reward, high risk with attacking with the 1/1s. And I don't think I would have won this game. I mean, double into the story, Drown in the Lock, double Thought Thief. A little bit of a clumsy draw from us. Triple into the story, they're playing with me at this point. I don't think they actually need that. But yeah. I'm not sure how to feel about the matchup. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's as bad as it looks right now, if that makes sense. Hmm. 14, they attacked with everything. Is there a draw that does that much damage? We have an ooze, so every mana is a draw, is a damage. Could go to 1 here. How important is it to kill an Enforcer? Seems important. Remember, they have Death Touch. The thing is, all they have to do is kill, like, one of my reach creatures to win the game. And maybe I'm going to make this trade anyway, and I'm better off just playing another ooze. Okay. If the opponent had a Blood Chief's Thirst, would we have seen it? We would have. I still think they're just toying with me, that they actually have it, and they're playing around with me for the YouTube fame. But who knows? Trying to decide here. I guess if they have another Enforcer. And we want 2 mana open to use Ooze. Okay. Sure, they've got a Scabby. That is big and strong. Down to 3. We still have a Gem Raiser, but I'm sure they're going to counter it. Let's go ahead and exile. We're not going to get our graveyard low enough to depower them anytime soon, so let's eat their creatures in case we find some kind of a solution to the Scavenger. We don't want them casting Agadine's Awakening. Better late than never, but maybe not. So let's try to make a blocker. I am also interested in shrinking the Scavenger by exiling, like, say, all the artifacts or all the land or the instants, but I just don't think that's worth the investment. So do we offer... I think we offer an Ooze trade. I kind of feel that Ooze is the only thing keeping us in the game, though. And the opponent's still a removal spell away from winning, right? Because we can get up to 10... I guess this is 9. So they have to play Brazen Borrower, then remove this? If they trade, are we in a better position? We are. That's the important thing. Wow. They might have another one. That would make some sense. We'll need another one of those oozes. It definitely did the job. It kept us alive. 2 oozes did. We're gonna need more. But we're not dead yet. Opponent nosing. They must have Zareth. This is the version with Zareth. Yep, here they come. So which one do I want dead? I have 19 cards left. I guess I should preserve life total. And not give them back a petty theft as well. Wow. Pretty good play to slow roll the second thief. But we can't play around things when we're in these positions. We're just too far behind. Alright, another Gem Raiser, please. Not exactly. Did it. Oh, my only Turn Timber Symbiosis cast of the game. Not impressive. Oh! Oh, man! That was so close to perfect for mono green. Curse you, rogues. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up, and I hope you enjoyed Mono Green Day. I have to run along in a little bit of a hurry because I'm making some fun content for my patrons and Twitch subs and YouTube members. I think you'll enjoy it. Just to give you a little taste, it's a little peek around the CGB household here at Halloween, as Covert Go Gina, my wife, likes to go all in on the Halloween decorations. So I think you'll like it. And I gotta go film that. So I hope that you enjoyed the deck. I don't think there's a lot of serious adjustment to make. I still think that this is a good version, but the thing that drives me crazy about aggro decks is I can usually look at my opening hand and say if we won or lose within one or two plays. I feel like it's way too obvious sometimes, but that's probably because I've been playing Magic for a stupid amount of time, and it takes a little bit of the excitement out of it. But I think the deck is good. I don't think it's as bad as it looked against Rogues. You know, that was a small sample size. It hung in there pretty well. Game was kind of interesting. The mana just is bad sometimes, which there's 26 potential land, and I still miss land drop 3. It happens. It's Magic. And other than that, Gemrazor still has its moments. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.